Oh, that's...
Fuck yeah, I knew it was going to happen.
Jesus. It's not the license plate, it's the...
It's the thing you were...
Yeah, it's like the big thing I wanted to talk about.
Ooh, the big one. Now I do wish I had some gum.
You could always chew a piece of poop from my butt. And welcome to this week's episode of Thank You for Your Services. My name is Matt. This is my co-host.
Hey.
This is the co-host.
It's Tommy.
It's Tommy. This podcast is dedicated to service industry workers, non-service industry workers.
What's it called?
It's called Thank You for Your Services.
That's right.
I said that already.
Another episode of Thank You for Your Services. All you good listener peoples out there.
For those of
you, bad ones too.
For those of you who have been sticking it out with us, thank you. Thank you for your services of listening to us.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yes. Your patronage, your ears.
Your subscriptions.
Yes. Your subscriptions. Yes. Thank you.
I see that out there. I see you.
You guys are awesome. Seriously. Thanks. We're very new at this, and we just,
We came into this with no expectations at all, basically. Yep. And I'm blown away.
Come with no expectations. And I'm always pleasantly surprised.
Well, no one expects you to come.
Whoa. That, I don't know what that means, I guess.
I suppose you don't.
Yeah.
No, if you're not already, you can find us on social media and give us a follow on Instagram at ThankYouForUrServices_podcast. And again, ThankYouForUrServices_podcast on Instagram.
And you can email us with any questions, concerns, reviews.
Get a little closer. Just a little bit.
Okay. You can email us with any questions, concerns, reviews, or... You're really moving it that close to me?
Yeah.
All right.
Trying
to
hear
that
you,
close to yours?
Feels like it.
I project when I speak.
You're right.
Our email is thankyouforyourservices@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
You're spelled U-R. Mm-hmm. thankyouforyourservices@gmail.com.
Yep. I've been putting a lot of polls out there, or a lot of questions out there on Instagram. And, that fucking reminds me. I got an answer to a question that was too long to put in the response box. And really? I said, just email us.
Oh, okay.
So
Did
that
they
would
email
be great.
us?
No. He typed it in a DM, but that works too.
Oh, okay. DM's fine. Hit us up on Instagram.
We're paying attention.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Hell yeah.
I literally have 0 emails, so I literally can't miss it.
And he checks a lot.
I do, at least once a day.
Yeah, at least. Tom, I'm going to ask you, but I already know the answer. How was your weekend? And I know the answer because...
Oh, this past weekend, huh?
We spent Saturday night together.
Oh, boy howdy, I'll tell you. This past weekend was fucking pretty tight because...
It was awesome.
I went to a death metal show with my bud here, my best bud.
It was great.
And the indelible Liz DiDonato and Buddy Shane.
Yeah, my buddy Shane was there. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
your girl Mel.
Mel came as well.
Yep.
Mel was with me.
Mel as well.
Mel as well. All's Mel that ends Mel. All smell that ends Mel. Because she poops her pants.
Did she?
Who knows? Probably.
Who's to say?
Me. She probably did. No, we saw... we missed Enforced. No big deal. Seen him before. We saw Gay Creeper. Municipal Waste. And Obituary.
Yes. And Obituary, Municipal Waste are in my top 10 bands of all time. Municipal Waste is probably my number 4 band of all time.
Mel, going to the show, had heard Municipal Waste like on and off. Like she'd heard him in passing, but she's never seen him.
Really?
Or never sat and listened to him. I was like,
I have every album.
as the light, I think the lights were down for a sec, and that was like, no, like you don't understand. Like they're literally so good live and so tight.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be impressed. Like
They're just a lot of fun.
yeah, I've seen them 3 times now. I think
I've seen them. I think that was my fourth. That was my fourth time seeing them. Yeah.
And as usual, they were tight as fuck. They played, I don't know,
what I like.
minutes.
I was about to say what I like about Waste is they play like 45 minutes and then they're out, and they don't do any encores or nothing. They're just done, and I'm like, I respect that a lot.
Well,
I'm old now.
They were direct support, so they couldn't do an encore if they wanted to.
That's true, I guess.
I mean, they probably could, but they shouldn't.
Yeah. But I saw them a couple months ago open for the Circle Jerks, and same thing, man. I mean, they may have even played the same set. No, they actually did a new one this time that I'd never heard before. They even said it was a new one.
It was the same venue?
Same venue, yeah. Baltimore Soundstage, they opened for the Circle Jerks. It was convenient.
I really like that venue.
I do too. I want to start going there all the time. I think we're going to go see Dragon Force there.
Don't forget about that Nile show, too.
Oh, yeah, when is that?
I wrote it down, I think it's the 8th.
Of April?
March.
Oh, no, I won't. I'll be out.
Fuck, that's right.
That's really, I could have sworn it was April.
No, it's March.
All right. Well,
Stan Darsh. Anyway, Obituary was great. As always, I've seen them probably 3 times now. I have seen 3 times.
I think I've seen them 5 times now. Yep.
One time I saw them. I saw them at Reverb in Reading at a East Coast Tsunami Fest.
That's awesome.
It was like so great.
Dude, I saw them.
It was so good.
I saw them one time in Jersey in a tiny bar. Like I was like, why are they playing here? And it was packed, but it wasn't like it was like local show packed. It was really odd, and the stage was only like 6 inches off the ground, and a pirate metal band opened for them.
Nice. And
they threw all these foam swords in the audience. So me and my buddies grabbed all of them and just we were screaming pirates over and over and just whacking everybody we could with these swords. And then every time somebody would yell something, I would yell back at them, and Obituary found it hilarious. Like the band found it really funny. Like this kid kept yelling, play the old stuff. Like, you know, this was like 2012, so people were still yelling dumb shit like that. Yeah. And I go, no, fuck that guy. Only play new stuff. And like they were like, Obituary was like laughing.
What's that newer record, Inked in Blood?
That's been out for a minute. I bought that when it came out. That's been out for a bit now.
It's newer though.
It's newer, I guess, but that's been out for a bit.
My point is it's good even for like a newer record.
Yeah.
But this was
all their records. I haven't heard an Obituary record I didn't like.
When I saw them at that fest, it was like they were the headliner of the day, and it was a hardcore fest.
Yeah. And
they went on at probably 12:30 at night. There was I swear to God, there was probably 10 people there. But the venue looked exactly like Soundstage.
Yeah.
If it was only that standing area in the front before the staircase and the pillars and stuff.
Sure.
So it was like same size stage, but a lot smaller with a bigger bar. It was so funny, but they were so fucking good.
Dude, I saw them in 2009 at the Troc, and there was like 10 people there because there was a really bad storm that night and nobody wanted to come out. Well, I came out and it was awesome, and the drummer like threw his sticks to me and stuff, and I was still like, you know, trying to make a mosh pit and stuff. I mean, they're just awesome, dude. I just love watching them. Yeah. They're a cool band.
I'm seeing them again at the end of March. Can't wait.
That's right. Yeah.
That's going to be fucking tight.
Yeah. Anyway, great weekend, great Saturday night. I was tired as hell. The last couple of days I've been really tired because of the pit for municipal waste.
That was literally 5 days ago.
Sure, yeah.
And you're still tired.
Dude, so the second I entered the pit, I got fucking punched in the jaw on the right side, and I felt like it was dislocated for a second. Oh, man. And then like halfway through Waste set, I got hit in the jaw on the left side, and it kind of like
evened it out.
Threw it back in, and I was like, oh, okay, that worked out. Yeah, there were some real assholes in this pit, but whatever. It was okay. Yeah. What a blast. I had a blast. I didn't do any crowd surfing this time.
Really? I swore I saw. I thought
No,
I saw you one time.
people wanted me to get up because I'm like little, I guess, and I was like, nah, I was just enjoying the pit. I just had some aggression and I had to get out.
In the WWE, they're what you would call a high flyer, or
Yeah.
you are, not they.
Yeah.
You're a they.
I don't get high and I hate to fly.
No, I swore I saw I did see somebody with a little black hat and a blue shirt and white shoes up in feet, like up in the air.
Yeah, I mean that's like a million people. I had on a gray flannel, and yes, I had my white sneakers on, and my black XL hat. I always wear. I love this hat.
It was just your doppelganger then.
Yeah, I mean there's like a million white dudes there with fucking flannels on and hats.
Yeah,
flipped up hats.
I had a flannel on too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Underneath my.
So did
hoodie.
Shane. Shane had a flannel on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
how many
like I
fucking
said,
layers you got on?
now you and I don't look
why?
anything alike, but I'm sure there was another big nose, skinny Italian somewhere in the audience.
Yeah. No, that was a great Saturday.
Yeah, it was fun.
I can't wait to go to another show like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get out to many shows, so it was nice.
Now, aside from the show,
Yeah.
what else? What else?
Oh, you want me to talk, or because I did some other stuff?
Hold on. What else did you do?
Okay, so the wife and I finally got to have a date night, and that was really nice. She'd been asking for a while, can we just go out, the two of us? And normally I have ADD brain, so I don't make that happen. So I took us to a Japanese restaurant called Takumi, and it was delicious. I had very spicy tofu.
Where's that?
It's on 202.
Okay.
It's really good. And then we went and saw the movie The Cursed. It's a new werewolf movie that came out, and it was pretty good, actually.
I saw the trailer for that, and I wrote it down because the trailer looked cool.
Yeah, good movie. It was an indie film that won some awards at a couple of film festivals, so they decided to do a wide release.
Nice.
And it was good. It was really good.
It's a werewolf? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to spoil it for anybody on it. This isn't a movie podcast or anything, but... Oh, and I watched the new Texas Chainsaw.
Fuck that. We can get into whatever movies we want all the time.
Friday night, and I loved it. But
Mel watched it too.
Everybody's hating on it, and I thought it was good.
Why?
Why did I think it was good?
Yeah. Talk about it, fucker. This is a podcast.
I know. I'm just saying, I don't know if people care about this shit. So why I thought it was good, I'll probably get a ton of hate mail.
I don't give a fuck what they care about.
I thought it was good because it had a very quick, linear story. A bunch of hipsters want to start a little community out in a deserted town in Texas, and I thought that was interesting because stuff like that is happening
in Austin.
Well, just in general, all over the country, gentrification and shit. And it was kind of like social commentary on gentrification, and also showed like there was like a Confederate flag that they got upset about and stuff, and
problematic.
Yeah. Well, no, because I get upset about Confederate flags too, so I was like, okay, like I want to see how this plays out.
They are kind of fucking goofy, no?
What, Confederate flags?
Yeah, it's such a goofy move. I
hate it, bro.
It's such a goofy move to still do it,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. No, there's nothing to get. I mean, it's just it's shitty. I mean,
that's what I mean. It's like it's so removed from my brain. I'm like, why?
I know. People, people always make that argument of like history. And
it's not.
Well, it is, but it wasn't a good part of history, and I don't think, I don't think it's important to keep flying around. I think it's shitty. But that's me. I'm sure there's, a million other opinions out there.
It's a stupid fucking flag.
I agree.
Also looks like shit. Let's be real.
I'm also a very patriotic individual, and obviously, like, I'm in the military and stuff, and like, I if you want to make, like, the Confederacy were seceding from the United States of America, and I think it's unpatriotic to fly a Confederate flag.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They were also losers.
They are the sorest of losers. Yes.
Right? Like, is that not obvious?
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
I know, whatever. So anyway,
was that everything? Date night?
Well, no. I was saying in the movie.
Right.
The characters get upset about it, and they. It's kind of. I wouldn't say it's the MacGuffin of the film, but it's kind of almost at that point where it's it's the thing that starts up the turmoil in the movie to get it really going. I thought the guy who played Leatherface did a good job. I thought the practical effect, the whole movie is mostly practical effects, and they looked fantastic. The makeup team did a fantastic job. I don't know. I just thought it was a good movie. You know, people are like, "Oh, the story's not there." That seems to be the main complaint. And I'm like, you know, I've been a horror movie, you know, freak my entire life, and the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre doesn't have much of a story. I mean, it ends, you know, there's a couple teenagers are on a road trip. They pick up a shitty hitchhiker. They end up getting mutilated, all mostly off screen, pretty much all off screen. And then what's cool is that at the end you discover a cannibalistic family, and there's kind of all this unspoken lore going on there.
Let's give him to Grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. That's interesting.
2, right?
No, that's the first one. Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, how fucking many are there?
There are 9.
Do we need 9 of the same story? I don't think so. I sure don't think so.
No, but 2 is a completely different story. 3.
I mean, two is like campy even.
Yeah, 2's really campy.
One is just awesome.
1's great. I love 3. I thought 3 was really good. I hate 2. I think I'm the minority in that. I don't like how it's funny. It doesn't.
I do.
Like, I like Chop Top. I think
silly.
he's kind of like fun, but other than that, I just don't like the movie.
Bill fucking Moseley.
I don't think it's like a fun movie really even. Yeah, I like Bill Moseley. I do like Chop Top, but other than that, I like 3. And Ken Foree is in 3. I'm pretty sure.
But still, like, how many
4 is like a way over the top. I really like the remake from 2003 and the prequel, Texas Chainsaw: The Beginning. Those are, my wife and I always talk about this. Those are in the early 2000s when like extreme horror was popular. Like everything had to outdo it. You know, once Hostel came out, it was
Saw, dude.
Really, Saw, High Tension,
Saw set
the
the
Hills
bar.
Have Eyes remake. A lot of remakes were happening, but I like those movies. I think those 2 movies are really good. And
Saw set the bar for everybody.
Yeah, and then
at least for the general public.
Then there was Texas Chainsaw 3D. Then there was Leatherface, which is supposed to be a ultra prequel about like Leatherface growing up as a boy. And then there is this one.
Tell you what, though. Thank God this is not a Texas Chainsaw podcast.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty boring, I think.
Fuck me. There's 2. Was it good? You think so, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, you asked me to elaborate, so I elaborated.
Let me think. There's something I want to know.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Why don't I ask you, what's on your mind, baby? Why don't you give it to me? Give it to me, Flex. I see all those notes up here. You better start fucking talking.
I want to know something.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Well, I asked you first.
Well, you already just talked for 15 minutes about Texas Chainsaw, so I think it's my turn.
God.
I'm just fucking with you.
You're laughing at your own jokes already.
I'm fucking with you.
You know it's funny when somebody says how many times they're fucking with you.
3. I'm fucking with you. 4. I'm also... no, I'm not. No, I'm actually kidding. I got a lot of stuff written down, but they're mostly quick bullet points.
Okay.
So it seems long, but it's not. Let me think.
Fire off them rounds, bullet boy.
Do you give a shit about Kanye West?
No.
Okay. I thought this was a fascinating move.
Okay.
With his newest record.
Okay.
Instead of releasing it on any streaming platforms, he is putting a physical version of the album on a little music player.
Okay.
Like essentially a Bluetooth speaker, but it's called a stem player.
Okay.
Do you know what they do?
No.
A stem player plays the stems of your song. So like in Pro Tools, GarageBand, whatever, when you're looking at the tracks, guitar, drums, bass, vocal, etc., those are stems. Oh. So the stem player, you can isolate the vocal or you can isolate the fucking drum track or whatever.
Yeah, I work with GarageBand all the time.
The only way to buy his new record is to buy his stem player. And that's the only way you're going to hear it.
Okay.
Finger quotes, only way.
Okay.
They're $200 a piece.
Well,
he put up a it also isn't out yet, and it won't be for a while or some shit. But he sold something like $2 million worth of pre-orders in the first day or something. And I was like, man, what a fucking move.
Yeah. Rich people doing rich people shit, I guess.
Number one, everybody on the internet who pays attention to that shit was talking about it. That's the best marketing move. Two, he got paid some. I saw a graphic about it. He made more money off of the physical pre-order than he would ever make streaming it on a streamer like Spotify or something.
Oh yeah.
Right off the bat in direct to consumer sale. I was like, what a fucking move. I never thought about it like that.
Do you remember that band, The Flaming Lips?
Of course. They're playing Soundstage pretty soon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They were huge back when we were in high school.
They are huge.
Or they're still huge. I know. They have a huge cult following.
Yeah. I've heard their live shows are amazing.
I heard that too. I've seen videos and stuff of them. My buddy in high school used to go see them. Anyway.
My old coworker, shout out Aaron Silva, Eyeball, saw them when we worked at Whole Foods, and she talked about cool. How Eyeball is a sick ass rock band from around here. Mm-hmm. Check them out if you haven't. IBAWL Eyeball. She said their live show is the best she's ever seen of any show.
So do you remember when they put out an album inside of a flash drive, inside of a jelly skull candy?
No.
Or it was like a hard candy skull?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, so the only way you could get to it is if you ate the candy.
Wow.
I thought that was cool.
That's a cool fucking move.
It was cool.
I can't believe I didn't.
I don't think it's cool that Kanye did that, but it's certainly a money-making scheme.
It definitely worked because even I'm fucking talking about it, and I'm not going to listen to this shit.
No, I can't stand his music.
I just thought I thought it was a crazy, kind of off the wall, brilliant kind of move.
I wouldn't say brilliant. I mean, it's
pretty brilliant.
It's been done before.
It's pretty brilliant to go. It's pretty brilliant to go over the head of streamers and go direct to the customer like that. And plus, once the shit gets once the record is out, it's gonna get leaked online somehow.
Of course.
So people are gonna find YouTube.
But that's what I mean. Whatever. Couldn't you just put out a vinyl record?
Maybe not, because speculating he would have to go through a huge vinyl manufacturer, and the vinyl pressing plants who press the big records. I think the big one's called ABC, who presses most of everything.
Sure.
Is fucking
overloaded with work.
With work for the next 18 to 24 months, and that was last year.
Right. No,
because of a record store day, huge, the big artists like the Grammy winners and shit. They're so overloaded that it's kind of smarter to sell.
I don't know. There's lots of other things you could do. I don't know. That seems like kind of a.
You could sell 2,000 units for $200 a piece, or you could sell, I don't know how many 100,000 records in a couple years whenever they're done. Well, I am, so it's fascinating to me. That was one thing on my mind.
I think Kanye should release a record and then put a certain amount of golden tickets inside of them.
Oh.
And if you get a golden ticket, you get to marry Kim Kardashian.
Well, Kim is his ex, so it doesn't really matter what.
Aren't they still married?
No.
Well,
they are divorced.
Well,
that's why
now you get to marry her.
That's why. No, she's with Skeet.
Skeet Ulrich?
Pete Davidson.
She's with Pete Davidson?
This is not news to you.
Wait.
I'm not.
Pete Davidson from SNL?
Do not tell me I'm breaking news to you right now.
That's wild.
Oh my God.
I thought he was with Kate Beckinsale.
I love you so much. And I mean, hi, we have a guest. A guest just popped in. Hello. Hi, Aria. Aria, what are your thoughts on Kanye right now?
She doesn't care unless Kanye's feeding her.
Shh. Listen. Aria, What are your thoughts on Pete and Kanye?
Aria, what do you think about Kanye West?
Matt, if you interrupt that fucking cat again, I'm coming over this side of the table.
Aria, Kanye West. Your thoughts? Thoughts and prayers? She has nothing to say, I told you.
Great.
She doesn't care.
She's punk rock, dude.
She is, dude. She likes punk rock.
So another thing I saw that I thought was really funny was a car, not a license plate this time, but I saw a car. It only had two bumper stickers on it. Black car, like Pennsylvania license plate, so it was super obvious.
I remember the license plate now.
Thank God.
Jesus.
Save it, because I'm talking. Don't do that thing.
Do you hate being interrupted?
I really don't like it.
Okay.
Especially on an audio platform.
I knew somebody else who like couldn't stand being interrupted and they would like freak out.
Well,
I always thought it was funny because that's how Italian, like my family is very Italian. Everybody just interrupts each other.
Mm-hmm. Saw the car. Had two stickers on it. Black car, very obvious stickers. One was a Biden-Harris 2020 sticker. You know, the campaign sticker? Biden-Harris sticker.
Never heard of it.
On one side. On the other side was the black and white. It just said resist.
Okay.
Is that not hilarious?
I don't get it. Resist what?
Exactly.
Like the media or something? I've seen resist. I don't.
Resist is like
don't be a sheeple.
I guess it's the Gen Pop way of being like, I'm fucking anti-establishment.
Sure. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
It's like it's like 2020, the 2020 decade's version of the Anarchy A. You know what I mean?
What about that cool S?
It meant something. It meant something back when. Oh, like the Sanford or whatever one on everyone's notebook.
The one you could draw with 6 little lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to start rocking that one on my van.
Hey,
bring minivan.
Bring it back, dude.
Yeah. S for sedition.
Something.
Yeah. For something. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just thought the duality of that car was really funny because it's like, what are you resisting if you're voting for like one of the longest standing politicians of all time?
You're resisting change.
Bingo.
There
Actually,
you
you stuck the landing on that one. Fuck.
Yeah, you're just gonna keep that person in office.
Oh, I thought that was so funny. Oh, you know what? Circle back to that show we were at.
Okay.
I saw my first horizontal KN95 mask. I thought it was so silly.
Oh my God.
You know how, like, that mask, it has the loop for either ear?
Yeah.
He was wearing it the other way with both of the loops. Like, one was wrapped around his head, like the back of his head, and one was around his neck. And he looked like a crazy duck or something.
Oh my God,
dude. It was great.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then when I was pumping gas the other day, I saw the person in the car in front of me had outside at a gas pump. You know, you're outdoors.
Yeah.
Nobody's around you. The pump next to us on either side was closed, by the way.
Yeah.
This was clearly BJ's because so either side the pumps are vacant. You're by yourself. She has the mask on. She has gloves on.
Okay.
Pumping her gas.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, no, I would, if I could remember to put gloves in my car, I would put gloves on to pump gas.
For real?
Oh yeah. I wipe that thing down.
With what?
I bring Clorox wipes in my car.
Do you?
I do.
Do you? If I go out to your car, I'm going to find some?
No, I just ran out.
Oh,
yeah.
Classic.
I had to
just
go get
ran
some.
out. Now I got you next week, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll have them again.
You do not wipe down gas pumps.
Are you... Hey, honey, do I wipe down gas pumps?
I believe you do.
Yes.
She's
been in the car.
She believes you do.
Yeah, because her head's always in her phone.
I believe...
When I'm pumping gas.
I believe that you're saying it to me, but I do not believe that you do it physically.
All the time.
All right, sure.
My mom did it Do you understand I was raised in an extremely germophobic household?
I sure do understand.
Yeah.
That.
He's wiped down shopping carts.
Shopping carts?
I wiped down shopping carts.
Oh, my God.
After using them, yeah.
After? Wow, God bless
Because
you.
in case I had something on my hands, I'll wipe it down.
For who?
For the next person who's going to use it.
Wow. They don't make them like... They threw the mold away when they made you, didn't they?
Yeah. I am one and only.
Shopping cart return. The ultimate litmus test.
That'd be a good movie title.
You think so?
Yeah, like a good slasher movie about a killer shopping cart. Shopping cart's return.
Cart return.
Yeah, actually. You know what? I gotta make a note of that.
That's being written down as we speak. Don't forget to wipe down that pen.
Yeah, you're fucking picking your nose and shit.
I'm gonna flick it at you.
Everything you do grosses me out. Ugh. I saw a good license plate. I forgot to
please.
tell you on my way home from work.
Today?
No, it was 2 nights ago. It was BK Queen. So I'm thinking in my head.
Burger King?
So I thought it was Brooklyn Queen. And then I'm like, wait, I think it's Burger King Queen, which is very odd. Why wouldn't you just do Burger Queen? You know? Like you could just do... Jesus, did you just turn me up?
Yeah.
That's way too loud.
Wait, is that that's your headphone? My bad.
Yeah.
I'll put your headphone back.
No,
keep talking. I
No,
apologize.
that's my headphone.
This
You turned up my input.
Oh, your headphone's up really loud. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Didn't mean to have you
You
up
can
so
put me
loud.
back at a normal level. In
There we
fact,
go.
you can put my headphone back to what it was at originally.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Nothing was broken, so don't fix it.
No, Burger King. Why wouldn't you do Burger Queen?
Thanks.
Is that what
Thanks
I'm
for
trying to get you back on fucking track here, amateur?
Why wouldn't she do Burger Queen? It's a good question. One I'll never have an answer for, but I hope to see her again.
Do you think it could have stood for Brooklyn Queen?
That's what I thought at first, yeah.
Oh.
Brooklyn Queen. But I didn't see... Typically, people from New York have, like, more than one I'm from New York sticker, you know? Kind of a situation going on. I don't remember.
What state was the license plate?
It was a Delaware plate.
Delaware with a Brooklyn... Okay.
Could have been Brookside Queen.
Vanity plate. I sure fucking hope not.
Yeah, me neither. That would be... I wouldn't want to meet a Brookside Queen.
What would a 2-letter abbreviation of Brookside be?
I don't think it would be 2 letters.
I said 2-letter abbreviation. So
Well,
yes,
then
it
probably BK.
would. All right.
BS? Brookside? BS Queen?
Yeah,
That would be
that
Bullshit
doesn't-
Queen.
That doesn't ring either.
Queen of Bullshit.
Bullshit's funnier though.
No, I don't think so.
Let's see. Let me think. Oh, I also. Oh, and in addition to going to a show this past weekend, this is the last thing on my mind. I actually hung out at a bar with my friends, with Mel and our friends Johnny and Lexi and Angie and a bunch of people.
Cool.
And I was like, this is actually kind of fun because I guess it was because we were in a good group. And it was like upstairs, not actually at the bar area, but we were at like a table and we ordered food and stuff.
Yeah.
But I noticed,
Was it in Maryland?
yeah, I noticed that all, and I mean all of the music that came on was like the same top 40 shit that we, not just radio top 40, but top 40 that we as 30-year-olds have heard since 2003.
Oh, so pretty much all Maroon 5?
Maroon 5. Let's see. What else? The Killers, Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Fucking shit like that.
Well, yeah, because look who's buying most of the beers right now. It's millennials.
That's a good point. But still, like...
Millennials fucking love the Strokes and the Killers and Arcade Fire.
My point is that, like, this top 40 shit is just... I can't... Maybe it's because I'm musically brained, but...
Me too. I literally can't listen to it.
I can't... I'll listen to it once every 6 years or something if it comes on, but every time the music is on, every time you're in a bar, or every fucking, God forbid, emo night or some shit, it's always the same 40 to 50 songs.
Yeah.
Every fucking time. And I'm like, how are you still psyched that this song is coming on?
It's a good song, I guess.
It's not that good.
Nah, it's not that good.
I mean, clearly it must be good to somebody, because if millions of people bought their records and they live in homes because of the music they wrote, it must be good to somebody.
Yeah, like what's that one Stroke song? It's like
Room 21.
Oh, okay.
The Strokes, I don't know
That
where.
one plays like everywhere.
Why do you keep getting the Strokes? I never hear even people talk about the Strokes.
Bro, they were huge for a while.
They're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I can appreciate them because I never, ever, ever, ever hear them come on.
I don't know. I never really got it with the Strokes. I didn't get the big deal.
Well, then you should ignore them because everybody else sure does. I never hear that band come on.
Oh my
anywhere.
God, all the time, dude. The Strokes. What's that other band? Well, I actually like the Lumineers. I think they're pretty talented. I saw
For
them.
Christ.
I saw them live open for Old Crow Medicine Show. Holy shit! It was right before they like got famous. They were great.
You're telling me you don't like the Strokes and you do like the fucking Luma fucking Nears.
Yep, 100%.
Christ on
Way
the cross.
way more talent in the Lumineers than there is in the Strokes. I guarantee it.
May God strike you down the moment you set foot off this table today.
Well,
for a comment
I
like
think
that.
God's a woman.
That's
and
crazy.
There's a woman in the Lumineers, and there's no women in the Strokes.
They have a woman manager. Damn it!
I wanted to say a joke, but
she managed to make them very popular. That's all I had on my mind.
Manager, I barely know her. Anywho,
that's all I had on my mind.
Really?
For now.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I told you it wasn't that much.
Let me tell you about my fucking week.
What's on your mind?
I have too much on my mind. I couldn't sleep. I can't sleep. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning. I mean, there was a giant cockroach in our room, and
what did he say?
And I could hear the scratching. I thought it was a mouse. We have a woman next door who feeds every animal outside on the planet, and from that you'll get bugs inside your house every once in a while.
Yeah, boy.
And so we'll get cockroaches. No matter what we do, there will be cockroaches every once in a while. They're not technically cockroaches. They're called like water bugs or some sort of water bug. They're like big bluish. I don't even know how to explain. Black, blue. They're like, yeah, they're pretty much cockroaches.
Yeah.
They really are. They're called the Asian cockroach.
The Asian cockroach, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So I don't know, but they're disgusting.
Careful.
And yeah, I don't know. That's
No, I mean, literally, they're from the Asian cockroach.
yeah. So
The one that's the big brown one is the German cockroach.
oh, okay. There's a German cockroach
the
and
Nazi
an Asian
cockroach. Got it. The real.
So anyway, I woke up, and if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm never going back to sleep. That's just how I always am.
I wake up in the middle of the night every night.
I do too,
No matter what.
but I'm usually able to sleep in like sections. Like I'll usually at least get like 4 hours a night or something.
I wear my Fitbit to sleep, and I can literally show you on a chart every night I've woken up around the same time, too.
Oh my God. If all of that is true, I still don't care.
I still don't care. Just like last week when you said it. You motherfucker.
So anyway, I'd like to bring up a special point that I have brought up before, but please, for all the adults out there,
All the parents out there.
all the parents out there, please control your children.
Uncles, aunts and uncles too.
I'm not gonna yell about it. I just like sit with your kid if you're in a public place. Spend some time. Don't just stare at your phone because your kid will go ape shit. Give them some attention. Play with them. I get it. You probably are like saying to yourself, "Well, I play with them all day. I just need some peace and quiet." But you're in a public area. Just please control your kids. I'm begging you.
What happened?
Oh man, no, just I'll have stories for another time. But
You
let me
brought
tell
it up. You gotta have one.
Well, no, okay. I'm gonna bring up one for this time.
That's what I just asked you.
So I'm the only one in my shop that still wears a mask. There's no more mask mandate. And
in Delaware,
in
as
Delaware.
of a few weeks ago, yeah.
yeah, so I got sneezed on, man, on Monday.
Nice.
I got sneezed on, but it wasn't just a normal sneeze. I was shaping this kid's hairline up, and he sneezed in the most brutal way possible. Now, luckily, his head didn't really move, and I don't know if that's maybe why he was trying to keep his head still. So, a bunch of snot came out of his nose on the sneeze, and then it leaked into his mouth, which also in the sneeze, a bunch of drool spat out, and the snot leaked into the drool, and then all this gigantic
amalgamation of
gloop
fucking
just drooped out of this kid's face right onto my brand new cape. The cape that I cover people with to cut
Not
their
the
hair.
cape.
And we were out of clean capes. Luckily, we have 2 empty stations, and I had to take one from an empty station. But I had to bring all the stuff to the dry cleaners. And yeah. Anyway, it was pretty gross. I almost threw up. It made me gag for a second. And this kid's like 9, and I didn't. It's not like I was gonna yell at him. There's nothing you can do.
You should have yelled at him.
But it was so gross. It was like if you've ever played Earthworm Jim, there's that booger boss who's on the bungee cord.
He's your least favorite.
It was like that coming out of this kid's face, and it just all glooped together into one giant amoeba, and it oh god.
Are boogers your least favorite?
I would say throw up is my least favorite, but boogers are a close second. Yeah, I can deal with blood. Blood all day is fine.
Yeah, I can
deal with blood. And I was telling you about that old lady that fell a couple weeks ago,
fine.
and she was
Cracked
bleeding
face,
all over her face. I can deal with blood all day. Yeah, snot and throw up really fucking do it for me. I've even dealt with a lot of shit and piss, like cleaning up a lot of people's
the bathroom.
feces and stuff. Yeah, but snot. That's a whole different level.
I think
freaks me out.
I think everybody can, and if they don't, should agree that throwing up is the worst bodily function.
You think so? You think throw up is too? You think throw up is worse than diarrhea?
We talked about this a couple episodes ago. Fuck yeah.
Worse than diarrhea? Did we say that?
I would take 2 days of diarrhea before I took 1 day of throwing up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You mean coming out of you?
It's the worst bodily function.
Yeah, but what would you... Okay, if you had to sit in a bath of diarrhea or throw up, what would it be?
I don't know. They're both so bad.
I think I would do the throw up.
I would do diarrhea.
I think I'd do the throw up if I had to bathe in one or the other.
I would have to choose diarrhea only because throw up is so acidic. I feel like it would fuck you up more.
Yeah,
and although shit is, it's shit. It's universally probably the most disgusting thing you can think of off the top of your head most of the time. Like there's a reason it's a curse word, basically, shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I think vomit is so much grosser.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm saying, no, I agree with you. I'm just trying to think of like what I'd rather bathe in.
How long is the bath? Do you have to just take a dip?
You got to put your head under, bro.
Your head for how long? Just a
second, yeah.
Just a second? I could live with throw up for just a second. You said bathe. When you say
you have
bathe,
to fully immerse yourself in liquid throw up.
Well, that's not a bath then. That's immersing yourself. You can immerse yourself for a second and then get out. I'm taking throw up. That's an obvious choice.
Really? Okay.
If you said bathe. When I think bathe, I think of a bath and sitting in there and soaking. That I could not handle.
Thinking fill your bathtub with either throw up or diarrhea.
Take a dip.
Oh my God, could you imagine both? Diarrhea, that's a diarrhea throw up bath.
Dun.
That's the one you can throw the baby out with the bathwater in that one. You
throw the baby in that bathwater.
That baby's dead.
Where does that baby come from? Get it away.
Your child has died. Yeah.
It got dysentery and died.
It got dysentery. Your child has died of dysentery. Could you imagine an Oregon Trail? It's just like your baby took a throw up diarrhea bath.
And then a dingo ate it.
Ugh. Then that dingo died.
Of dysentery. Fuck.
All right. And one last thing. This just drives me nuts. So when we get done cutting your hair, you could ask for a shampoo if you really can't stand the fucking hair. By the way, we have vacuums on our clippers. And it's not that big a deal. Like, you can be a little bit itchy. And the vacuums on our clippers suck up all the hair anyways. So you're really not
pretty
itchy.
much all of it.
I mean, just be an adult about it. Some people...
Grow the fuck up about it.
For real, dude. Some people...
Act like you've been there before.
Some people will go into our restroom that we try and keep as clean as possible. They will wash their fucking hair out in the sink.
Oh my God.
And then they'll do this. They'll rummage their hands through it.
They get water all over the fucking mirror?
No, they get, water all over the mirror. And then their little tiny hairs all over the place in our bathroom that we just cleaned. It drives me up a wall, dude. It's so annoying. And then I got to clean all these little hairs out of everything.
All
it
these
clogs
people's
up the
greasy
drain.
hairs.
Also, what's happening with toilets, do people just rip their pubes out and just sprinkle them all over toilets? That's just in general. That doesn't have to be a service industry thing. I just don't understand public bathrooms. I really don't.
We've talked about public bathroom. Public bathroom is going to be on the Thank You for Your Services bingo card.
Dude, yeah. I'm sick of these fucking...
They're not manscaping.
But they're just yanking them out.
Which brings me to our first sponsor,
Get
Manscaped.
the fuck out of here.
Use the promo code.
Sponsor? I barely know her.
No, I've heard stories about people finding pubes out in the wild like that.
Always, bro.
Never happened to me.
I think there was a pube in my burrito yesterday.
How do you know it's a pube?
It was a curly black hair.
Could it have been a beard hair?
Could have been a beard hair, yeah.
Oh,
It had the structure
Don't reach.
of a pube.
Again.
Because it wasn't just like it wasn't just a curly black hair. It was like wavy. You know, it was.
Could have been a mustache hair too.
No, I mean I do hair for
or
a living.
An eyebrow.
Definitely wasn't an eyebrow.
Eyelash.
No.
Ear hair. Nose hair.
I hate everything that comes out of your mouth right now.
Well,
no,
including ear and
it
nose.
was pube-esque.
Mustache hairs.
Pretty sure it was a pube.
How are you going to get a pube out of your pubic area in your pants up to a burrito? Meanwhile, your face
People
is right
do that
there.
shit all the time.
Yeah, I do be scratching myself, so I guess.
That's what I'm saying. They scratch because they're like you and they're dirty and they're like,
well, when
I'll
you're
just itch my nuts and get right back to putting the rice on this burrito.
Oh my god. Well, when you're preparing food, you're got to be wearing gloves. And if you itch yourself with gloves on, you're
I see people
a moron.
constantly not wearing gloves when they prepare food.
Well, in a traditional in the kitchen part
People
of
will like fake wash their hands and shit. Like I hate this world.
Well,
It's disgusting.
Oh.
Anyway,
What are you going to do?
what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Nothing now. I ate that burrito. I was really hungry.
You ate that
I was
fucking
busy.
pube. It made you stronger too.
You think that pube made me stronger?
I think you absorbed a little bit of their essence and it made you a better person.
Pube protein.
Just to talk about it on this episode. It gave you something it gave you something to talk about.
Yeah.
If
I got
not-
pubes flowing through my heart right now.
if nothing else.
Pubes running through my veins. Son, you've got the hairiest veins I've ever seen. All right. Let's go to our next section.
For our next trick, no, we have a segment that I'd like to call "Who You Working With."
And let me answer that because I could talk for hours.
Who you working with this week?
People who like to make their own schedules.
Oh,
We're not supposed to make our own schedules, but some people find it within themselves to be able to make their own schedules.
now,
And the world is so short-staffed right now. They just
Now-
think they can get away with whatever.
now, when you say make your own schedule, it's not out of the realm of possibility to work a job in which you can do that. Like, say, if you're
Sure.
a sole proprietor or a business owner.
Sure.
or
In our
if you're,
business, you are not doing that in our line of work.
Thanks for stepping on the punchline. There.
You're welcome.
Like I was just gonna say that, like, in a place like yours, you have business hours. There's only so many hours in the day that you're open, so you should be there for most of, if not all of them,
So
depending on your position.
with our company, typically, in order to have a full-time position, you're working 5 full days a week,
Yeah.
at least. Well, some people like to come in late. Some people will say, oh, it's not going to be busy on that day, so I won't come in until 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Stuff
Now-
like that. That I don't like.
I get the psychology, but are they usually right or are they wrong?
So years ago, you used to be able to tell scheduling, but a lot of other barbershops in the area have since closed down. I mean, also because of COVID, or they're only doing appointments. And we got a lot of their customers now. And we have a lot of customers that come literally directly from Sports Clips, Haircuttery, Supercuts. They get really screwed up haircut. I'm not even just trying to toot my own horn here. It's like we all the time. We're getting these customers that come straight from there and they go, You know, I wanted to try out this Supercuts because I don't usually hang out in this area, and it was so bad I had to Google you guys, and I don't know why I didn't just come here first.
Well,
and it's so much harder to fix a haircut than to just do a haircut.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink, I suppose.
That is a good point. Yeah. Yeah, them horses, bro. They be getting bad haircuts.
So, since your business is a walk-in heavy business, if not solely,
that's all it is.
You could have business at any time.
Exactly.
So you need to be ready.
Yes.
Now, in the past, like you were saying, when the market was a little more saturated with places to get your hair cut.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe you could get away with stuff like that, but now it's different.
It is a lot different now, yes.
So that model doesn't really work anymore of make your own schedule.
It does not.
Kind of wing it.
I could tell you back, 10 years ago, I could tell you probably how much money each person was going to make in a day. Mm-hmm. And I was the one handling, the numbers at the end of the day. Yeah. So I could usually figure out, because I also used to have to figure out who made mistakes on the register and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, it's a Thursday, so this person went to this person. Like, I can usually figure that out.
I'm going to save it for my turn, but yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I don't like that. If you have to leave early or if you're there and we say, hey, we're good for the rest of the day or something like that, that rarely occurs, but if it does, but don't just make your own schedule. And that's anywhere. And I feel like a lot of people could relate to that. They have coworkers that think they're kind of too cool for school or they're the best of the bunch.
They fly by the seat of their pants and just make a snap decision like that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're fucking all of your coworkers.
You really are. You're fucking your coworkers.
I know that happens. Inexcusable.
That happens in tattoo shops too, where like people think that they're so good that they only need to be here on certain days when there are so much walk-in business right now everywhere. Because not most people, but I'm saying a lot of the population now is working remotely. And when they want to go get something done, they just go out and do it. It's not like it was where everybody's at a 9-to-5 job and there's those certain hours of the day where you can go get things done. Now people can just leave their homes whenever they want and they're still making money. So it's just a far different business than it used to be. Yeah, so who you working with?
Right before I get to that, one last thing. I was just going to say, I cannot fathom a person who walks into a tattoo shop off the street and just points at a flashboard or a book or a flashcard and just says, I want that one.
Oh, but that was a thing all the time. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how where tattoos started to get popular from.
Yeah, but
like in Hawaii.
Maybe it's just my brain. Like, I can't imagine not finding an artist, seeing what they do, setting an appointment, planning the shit. It doesn't compute to my brain.
See, it's funny because I have a matching tattoo with one of my old friends, and all we did was walk into a tattoo shop.
Well, that's a little different, I think.
Pick out. We got this this right there, that little heart guy right there. Mm-hmm. We both were like, oh, we saw that, and we were like, hey, let's go get that one. We were both, yeah.
That's cool. A friend tattoo's a little different though. That can be.
It's a little different. You're right. If it's not, you're not just like alone in a new location and just going, I want this. I get that, but there is a lot of walk-in business, and honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now you have very like intricate tattoos and stuff. Mine are all very traditional, so a lot of mine look like they're from Flash. Mm-hmm. So
I like Flash. It's just I like other stuff more.
Totally, yeah.
Like I have a couple pieces that are like Flash looking, and they have their place like where I put them. But I like a big production. You
like a big budget.
No, not even definitely not the budget. I would prefer a smaller budget thing, but who wouldn't?
Tattoos are expensive.
I like I like a big production, a big piece of art. It's cool to me.
Yeah, it is cool.
Like my whole entire leg from top to bottom, my entire leg from top to bottom up to my armpit is all one like thing pretty much.
That's right, yeah.
And then my back and my...
your back is a huge piece.
Both my arms, Well, now let's move on.
Sure. Tired of talking about tattoos.
Yeah, fuck them. They're stupid.
They are stupid.
I wish I never got any.
Me too. I'm getting another one on Friday.
I'm getting one at the end of April. Now, ask me again.
Okay. What's
No.
on
No.
you? Who you working with?
Motherfucker. Oh, man, I tell you what. Much like people who make their own schedule fly by the seat of their pants, screwing their coworkers.
Yeah.
This week, I would like to talk about the oblivious person. The oblivious is particularly when the oblivious person makes a mistake, and then you're left to clean up the mess, and then you have to stay late, and then I'll come out into the example. This was yesterday. Oblivious coworker made a mistake on the top sheet that has a report. Anyway, a number was off, and they didn't know that because they're oblivious. And even though 2 + 2 is always 4, anybody can do math, especially when you're sitting in front of a computer.
Sure, yeah. The computer does it for you, in fact, right?
Correct. So it should be pretty fucking easy. Anyway, Numbers off. I'm literally about to walk out the door, and I get stuck with fucking posting cash for the day or something. So I get to the very end, and I'm like, oh fuck, this huge deposit of 42 payments is off by 10 fucking cents, and I have to find it because it's in my hands. I got the football. I have to make the call. I'm like, fuck. So I spent an extra hour after I was supposed to leave finding it, fixing it, redoing the shit. I got it done. No big deal. But still, so the last thing I did was go to the kitchen to pick up my shit because I had to like wash my dishes from lunch and just leave. So that coworker is in the kitchen at the same time. She goes, "Oh, you're still here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was fixing a mistake." Oh. And then she did it. She fucking did it. She goes, "Oh, what was wrong?" And I said, "The top sheet was wrong."
Oh.
And I just spent the last hour fixing it because I had to find 10 fucking cents in a pile of a needle in a pile of needles. So she was like,
that reminds me of Saw 2.
So she was like, "Oh, I'll pay more attention next time." I'm sorry about that. And I was like, next time?
There won't be an next.
Shouldn't you be paying attention every time? Not just next time, but this time. You should have been paying attention this time. You know what I mean?
She learns.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you have the fucking balls to be like, "Oh, what are you still doing here?" And you fucked me. You're the one. You are why I'm still here. You.
You know what you can do about that?
Killer.
No. Sticky note.
Quit.
Yeah, you could do that. I leave notes now. Like, my coworkers won't stop using too many towels, and then I have to run them to the dry cleaners, and then I miss haircuts, or it's a very annoying thing. So I put a towel sign out sheet up on a sticky note.
Towel sign out.
Like 90% of it is a joke, but it now made them
funny.
more aware and stop using a towel on every single haircut.
A
It's
joke
really
that
annoying.
landed.
Yeah. So they've gotten a little better, but not much.
No, that was all I wanted to say was that the coworker that holds you the fuck up by being an oblivious idiot.
Yeah.
Hate him.
Yep. I've been there. I've been there quite a bit.
More often than not, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you see how late a lot of the time I get out. Tonight wasn't that. I had to go skateboard tonight.
I have no context because I know you guys close at 6.
Yep. You used to close at 7.
Fuck. God, anything later than 6 is like fucking. I think I would rather have my legs pulled off.
God.
Than work past 6 o'clock at night anymore.
No,
anymore.
I guess I'm just so used to it. Yeah, I used to do like 70 hours a week, and now I'm down to like 50.
So that's what, 12 hours a day for 6 days?
Yeah. It used to be 10-hour days, Monday through Friday, and then a 9-hour day.
God.
But you're also there closing about an hour each night afterwards. You're cleaning. So yeah, it would end up being about 6. And then
Not worth it.
a lot of the times I was working Sundays as well. But that was back then. I don't work Sundays anymore. All the shops are closed on Sundays now.
Thank God. Thank
Yeah.
God you started working at Chick-fil-A haircuts.
What? I think you're getting the sleepy ha-has.
Oh, getting.
And it's yeah. And it's also because you ate Chick-fil-A tonight. Which is disgusting.
Hate tastes great.
Ugh.
All I had was a Dr. Pepper and some fries. So it wasn't like wasn't a whole thing. Who are you working with this week, sir?
I already talked about it.
You did?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's how tired you are right now.
You know what? Time is a flat circle. So
I say let's round this baby in.
you know what? Let's pull into the parking spot and throw the bitch in park. I think you're right.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of
We could have
Thank
just
You.
gone with mine.
This has been another episode of me devolving.
Another. I barely know her.
Episode of Thank You for Your Services podcast. And if you made it this far, please, if you would, give you should already, but I wish you would give us a follow on Instagram. You can get all updates when episodes are going to come out.
You could be a little more intimate with us.
You can talk directly to us. I mean,
If you hated the new Texas Chainsaw, you can tell Tom about it.
We can be a united front against Matt, as I love to be.
Yep. Usually, it's most of my friends.
You can find that at ThankYouForUrServices_podcast on the IG. That's at ThankYouForUrServices_podcast.
And a cool thing Tom's been doing is putting up like questions of the day or of the week.
Fuck! I didn't even get to the questions.
We could do them on the next one.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We save them up and then we read them on here.
Today, I think I put a question out.
I saw that.
So if you like what I put, I won't spoil it. You can go find it, answer the question, send it to us, and we can talk about it.
And you can tell us what's on your mind, baby.
Yeah.
And you can tell us who you're working with. Yeah.
And
Even if you just want to bitch, we'll just read it.
Yeah. If you don't like the show. If you like the show. Also, if you're not comfortable with Instagram, or if you don't have it, or if you would like to say something in long form, just shoot us an email. And that is going to be at, what are you doing? Oh, no.
Nothing.
Oh, boy. I'm taking your soundboard privilege.
I didn't even do anything.
I saw that coming a mile away. You don't fool me for a second. Thank you. Thank you for your services at gmail.com.
You're spelled UR.
Yep. Thank you for your services at gmail.com. You're spelled UR.
It's a long one.
Not for lack of trying. On that note, though, thanks for listening thus far.
Yeah, you are not worthless. You mean something. Keep it up out there.
Keep
I
your
love
head
you.
up.
I know the public is total fucking diarrhea bathtub mixed with throw up right now. Some days I feel like sandpapering all of my skin off.
Oh.
And then jumping in a vat of vomit.
Oh, my God. You did it.
But then you realize that you're better than your fellow man. You work the service industry.
It's true.
It's because of you. And it's not just the service industry. You might work fucking contract work, construction, some form of labor that other people do not want to do.
Something very useful.
Something very useful. And
Unlike me.
You make the world go round. Don't ever forget that. And
Thanks for everything you do.
yes, thank you for your services and have a good night.
Later.